Hi guys, you know the vibes. It is Sarah, Marta, and Leah. So I kind of just want to speak about my learners today. I'm a grade 2 teacher, and last year, for the past 4 years, I taught grade 7, but this year's my first time teaching grade 2s, and my learners are, I actually should call my children my babies, are between the ages of 7 and 8. There's one girl that's 9 in my class, but yeah, she came to school late, but yeah. So I'm gonna tell you what happened today because my learners are so funny. But the one thing that I've learned about teaching, I mean children in general, that I was just thinking about while I was in the bus, and I was like, these children that I teach come from wealthy families, and they have everything that they need. But so, what do you give a child that has everything that they need? And love. I think that was the one thing that I'm not saying that they're lacking of, but you can never get enough of love. Do you know what I mean? So that is the one thing that I said, like, every morning I'm like, Lord, please help me, because some of them really have a discipline problem, but I've seen the improvements because I've remained consistent, and I've also built a relationship with each one. So I know, like, for their favorite color, I know that they like roadblocks. I know that they like Rubik squares, that they like playing those games. The girls, they like, obviously, this one girl in my class, whenever I'm teaching, I'm like, girl, you should be paying attention. Why are you dancing in my class? TikTok moves. Then she's like, oh, teacher, because I'm in Angola, as you all know. And so yeah, I just want to tell you guys about my day, and I'll share with you the highlights of my day. So first of all, we start with circle time. And circle time is a time where for half an hour we just sit and we talk about anything. I normally ask them on a Monday, like, how was their weekend? What did they do? So they'll tell me all these things. And I have 70 learners in my class. They're all from different. I think that's the nice thing about teaching at the international schools, that they all come from different parts of the world, and therefore you can learn about, like, someone that's from Brazil, but you haven't been in Brazil. So they'll tell me, oh, I went to this on this, I did this and I did that. So today we played circle time, and there's the one girl in my class. She comes in, and she comes in late. We're almost done with circle time, but her hair is like she just woke up. Her hair looks like that, and she's coming, and we're all looking at it. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, girl, what happened? Then the one boy says, teachers, she looks like she thinks it's crazy day, like, because they had a crazy day where that dress crazy, like I have the hair crazy and the clothing crazy on Friday, but she was absent. And so the one boy says, teacher, she looks like today, she thought today was Friday. And guys, this one thing about me, I struggle to keep my laugh, like, especially with my learners, like, it's so hard to keep a straight face. And he looks at me, almost waiting to acknowledge whether he needs to, like, laugh or can he not laugh. And I just, like, I'm like, oh, I'm like, no, but and he sees it, and he starts laughing. He's like on the floor, I'm like, but I'm also laughing. And she's like, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? She's like, teacher, he's laughing. And I'm like, stop laughing, stop laughing. And she puts down her bag, and then I tell her, okay, let's go to the toilet now, fix your hair. So then I'm fixing it. She's telling me, eu quero dois aqui. I'm like, girl, I thought, eu não sabe trançar cabelo bem. Eu vou fazer agora, né? Tá bem? Tá bem, she's like, tá bem. And then I did a plait, one plait, and I lifted up I picked it up so she can see the back part of it, and she was like, oh, muito obrigada, professor Sarah, muito obrigada. I said, she's one of my learners that struggles with English. I'm like, fala English, thank you, teacher Sarah, thank you. And then you go to class. So now, the next highlight for me, that's one class. I don't know if I should mention their names, but, like, you don't know them. But this one boy in my class, he's 8 years old. Very cute, and I think he is Like he's good in manipulating. Children can manipulate, but he's like super good, like super good. So he finishes. He forgot his iPad at home. So obviously, he needs help with other things. I need to make a plan for him. So he's walking around. He's looking at everyone. I'm like, Ethan, can you please stop doing what you're doing? And he says, oh. And then he comes to me, and then he like this is me. Like this is me. Okay, let's say this is me. Okay. So he comes to me and he like touches me, like he will touch me like that, and then he'll be like, but teacher, I'm like, why are you walking around? Can you see she's busy? Like it's now like it's third period and I'm trying to help everyone, and it was like, teacher. I'm like, teacher, please sit down, please. Why are you walking around? He's like, teacher. He touched me, teacher. I just started laughing because he didn't know what to say. And I was like, yeah, you don't know what to say, but you don't know what you're doing. Please sit down. Then we all just started laughing, all of us, because I was like saying, guys, you know what Ethan did right now? And then I was just like imitating what he did, and we all just started laughing. I did that a lot in my life. We just like laughed a lot. Now they're getting ready for, so their school year ends in June, and now in 3 weeks time their school year will end. So this week is revision, the next week is test week, and they're done actually in 2 weeks time. They are done with like grade 2. Now they move to grade 3. They'll have 1.5 break, month of break, and then when they come back in September they will move to grade 3. So we're preparing for our end of the year project. It's a science project where their parents come and they have to present what they have learned throughout the year. So luckily, because my mind was very good, we completed our project while we were so busy with our curriculum. I made enough time, or I spaced it out correctly, so that this now some teachers are working on their project, we are done working, we just work on our presentations. And now they're all presenting and they're very excited. And my learners love presenting. Like they love presenting, they love talking. I think they got it from their teacher, because I'm here, so I like talking. And they just like super excited to present. The one thing that I told them that they need to stop doing is that when they present, they'll be like, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. My channel. I'm like, is this your YouTube channel or is it your presentation for marks? And I told him, I do not want to hear anyone say after the presentation, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's a YouTube channel. This is your presentation. You need to be serious. So now that's out of the way. They don't say that anymore. And they also have a habit of like, they'll present and they're like, my name is Sarah. They go like, what's your name? Like that. Like everything is animated. Like everything is animated on my kids. So they're busy presenting and they're doing a really good job. Now, one of my learners, the boy that was laughing at circle time, he's super funny. He's the tallest boy in my class. He's one of the smartest boys. But he's also one of the boys that misbehaves the most. So every morning I need to say, okay, what's the plan today? What's the plan? And he's like, no, teacher, I'm going to give my best. I'm going to work. Because I have a reward system in my class. So if you work well, each period you can get a star if you complete your work on time and you're quiet. You also get a star for like helping others without asking. Just small kindness, acts of kindness that you do around the class, you get your star. So, and also what works really, really well, I saw it on this one teacher's classroom management. She was saying that instead of, not she, I mean, he had to see because I saw it on Facebook. He was saying that the one thing that his mom taught him, and now that he's a teacher, was that instead of, when you ask children to look for talkers, instead of telling the child is looking for talkers, that they must write down the names of the learners that are misbehaving. Rather tell the child to write down the names of the learners that are behaving. And I tried that, it works beautifully in my class. I say, okay, we have a captain in our class. I say, okay, captain, I need to go next door. Please write down the names of the learners that are well behaved so that I can give them a star. And trust me, it works like magic. Like they are so quiet, and they'll ask the captain, is my name on? And they're like, teacher, but I was behaving well. I was like, if you're behaving well, the captain will see your name and you will get a star and your name will be on there. Okay, fast forward back to this child now. Circle time has happened. He throws a lot of tantrums, like, child, where I thought the blue you will be teaching, and he'll be like, why did you have to shout? But he'll be the same boy that tells others not to shout. And I'm like, So you do listen to what teacher's saying, but you just choose not to do what teacher's telling you to do. So today, while I was presenting, he's asking questions and everything, and all of a sudden he just takes his cue cards. Because I was teaching him how to make cue cards instead of using the iPad, like holding the iPad like that. He takes up his cue cards. Now it's time to present, and he's there stuck. He's looking at me, I'm looking at him. I'm like, what is this you're going to do? You do up your cue cards, what's going to happen now? He's like, teacher, they always do that. I'm like, you do up your cue cards? Present, we're waiting. And everyone's like, yeah, present. Like, we're all like, sick. So I was like, why did they have cue cards? No, teacher, I was playing. I was like, you know what, I told him, okay, what do you, because his group is presenting the solar system. I said, what do you know about the solar system? What? So then he says, okay, I know the sun is at the center of the solar system. And then I was asking him questions, and as I'm asking him questions, he could answer and he could present. But, child, okay, what else is my highlight? Every day is my highlight. Everything is my highlight for my class. My class is very funny, like they are very, very funny. When I start laughing, I can't stop laughing with them. They are super, super funny. Oh yeah, so they also asked me, like, teacher, do you have a husband? And then I told them, I am going to have a husband soon, one day. And then they asked me, how many children do you want? How many children do you have, teacher? And they asked me, how old are you, teacher? And I'd say, I am 28. 28! Like, they're like, everything's a big number for them. And I said, yes, and I have 17 children, and you all my children. And one girl's like, she touched me, she's like, but I didn't come out of your stomach. I'm like, but you can still be my child. So I think, what am I trying to say? I just love my learners. Like, I just love them a lot. I think working with young ones has just made me realize the importance of like to build a proper foundation. The one thing that I've also my learners, what they mimic what I do. So during circle time, I'll tell them, you know, this is the best class that I've ever taught. I tell it to all my classes. And they're like, oh, really, teacher? So this one day our coordinator came in and they were like, sir, do you know that this is the best class in the grade 2s? This is the best class. Do you know that? Our teacher said that this is the best class. You know? And he was like, yes, this is the best class. And what I also tell them is that I always tell them, you're very smart. Like, you're very smart. There's no such thing as I can't in this class. You are very smart and you're going to try. So they tell it to each other as well. They'll if they're helping someone, they're like, you know, you're very smart. So you can do it. You're very smart. And this one time, one of my girls in my class got caught up in this drama with this grade 3 girl didn't want to play with her, and she's grade 2, and she was making fun of her. And one of my boys, they were speaking, I was just like marking, and I overheard him, and he was saying, you know what did you always say? If someone doesn't want to be your friend, it's fine. Just go and make a new friend. And if someone's being rude to you, just tell them, you know what? It's fine. God loves you and God bless you, and you walk away. And he said that to her, because I always tell them, I was like, you don't have to fight violence with violence, and you shouting and this person shouting. You don't have to. You just walk away and let it be. And yeah, so I just see them do that a lot. And the one thing that it's been like 2 weeks now, a month, we've been speaking about soccer, like learners love soccer, especially my boys. And they asked what team do I support, and I was like, I'm a Man City fan. And the following week, they were all Man City fans. They were watching the games, we're talking about the games. Even the girls, they all have Haaland is one of my favorite soccer players, and they all have him as their screensaver. And I'm just like, wow. But my learners, when I got to the first day, it was a lot. Like, I was like, the shouting, I was like, how am I going to teach here? But as the one thing that I do emphasize on, even when I speak to my friends as teachers, is that you help together as a class. You come up with the rules, and together you come up with the consequences. Together, everything needs to happen together. It shouldn't be the teacher saying, "Oh, you must do this," and if you don't, it doesn't work like that. But if you invite them and they you invite them into your space, and they invite you into their space. They feel safer. I have my children coming to me telling me what's happening with their parents or whatever, and they're like 7, 8, and they know what's happening in the house, when something's not right, when something's wrong. So I just created. I try to create a safe environment for my learners, for them to be able to come and speak to me about anything. And when I tell them, they'll speak about anything. During the interval, they'll come and it's my interval, but they'll come and they'll tell me stories. This happened, and this happened, and that happened, and I just listen and I learn about them as well. There's so much happens when we are able to listen to one another. Like we can, not just children, but each other as humans. Like you learn so much just by listening to each other. And I try to use that same rule that I apply in my life with my learners, and I really love them. Like I'm really blessed to be working, that God has given me the gift of teaching and the gift to be able to work with children, because I really do believe children are the future, and I believe that we as adults can influence the type of adults that they become. Guys, we really really can. So if you're a teacher, if you're a parent, if you're a kid, whatever it is, and you are surrounded by children or a child, then try to instill the best values and models in them so that they can be the best adult and citizens for not only their country but this world as well. So yeah, that's all. My day with my learners. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And yeah, subscribe if you not yet. Member? Is it a member or channel? Oh, member? I don't know. If you're not yet a member of my channel, I feel like that sounds so wrong. But yeah, love you lots and like to lead thoughts, and like God loves you as well.